Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful bubu gown with placket and shirt collar. It also has belts inside. If you want to learn how to make something like this, please keep on watching. I made use of 3 yards of fabric for this, okay, and this is a vintage material, 3 yards. Now look at this design in front. I want this design to be showing in front of my gown when I am done making this, okay. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4, making sure that that design is at the center front so you can see. Now we're going to start cutting our front and back at the same time. For my neck width, I made use of 3 inches. This neck is, remember, it's a placket and a shirt collar. So for collar, you want to always make use of 3 inches for wideness. Then for depth, I made use of 1 inch for the back. This is for the back neckline, okay? 3 inches wideness and 1 inch for depth. Now for the depth of the front neckline, I made use of 3 inches, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to mark is my shoulder width divided by 2. My client's shoulder is 16 divided by 2. I marked 18. What I have for the rest of the fabric there is 12 inches. I'm going to be making use of the rest for her sleeve, okay? For the wideness of the sleeve, I'm making use of 9 inches. Then I added 1 more inch for seam allowance. So I marked 10 inches right there. So 9 inches, then 1 inch for seam allowance, making it 10 inches. And then from there, I just ruled a straight line down. This is a bubu gown. Doesn't need any shaping. So I just marked a straight line all the way to the length of the gown. So make sure to take the length of, like, the desired length you want the gown to be, okay? So guys, I'll go ahead and cut out my back neckline first, okay? When you cut your front and back at the same time, you have to like cut the back first, then you now cut out the front. Do you understand? So I'm going to have to cut my back first, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the front neckline. So I'm making sure to leave allowances while I'm cutting these, okay? And now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark how deep I want my placket to go. Okay, so it's going to be around the under bust area. So I just marked the length at 14 inches. Okay, my client's under bust is at 14 inches. So, and this placket is going to be stopping directly at her under bust. Now I'm just slashing the center front area to that 14 inches. And I'm going to leave like half an inch before I get to 14 inches mark. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to make a notch, a slanted notch on both sides down to the remaining half an inch. Do you understand? Now, when I'm done with making this notch, you're going to see something like a triangular shape down there. Now, what this does is it's going to help your placket to really relax when you are done sewing. Even as you're sewing, it is going to help that point down there to relax very well. Now, what I'm going ahead to do now is to measure around what I have. What I have when I was done with measuring is 25 inches. So we're going to be cutting a long strap of 25 inches. You might as well go ahead and cut more than you measure so that when you are done, you can have excess and then cut it off than not having enough when you are done sewing. Now, the wideness of my placket is going to be 2 inches. So what I cut here is 5 inches. On fold, I have 2.5 inches. Now I'm going to go ahead and iron my pepper stay on this and then fold 0.5 inches inwards. So you can see what I have here. I folded 0.5 inches inwards. Now when I fold this, now I'm going to have exactly 2 inches. Hope you understand. The next thing I'm going to do is that middle point, I'm going to start fixing it in between this long strap. Okay, so I'm trying to use my pin to hold this together. So you're going to pin all the way around to the other side. So you can see that that down place is really, really relaxing because I notched it. So please don't skip the nudging part. It's really, really helpful and helps your placket to relax down there. Now I'm done with pinning this up. Next thing I'm going to do is to just hop on my sewing machine and stitch this together. So guys, I noticed that my notching was not even very, very deep. So you want to make sure that your notching is like as deep as 0.75 inches. It helps it to relax very well. So I went ahead to make my notch deeper to 0.75 inches, and it was looking better at this point. So guys, I am done with sewing this. Make sure that your stitch is very, very neat, okay? Now, I want you to watch closely and see what I'm going to do next. Make sure to please iron this out when you are done. So you can see I'm going to cut off my excess. So you can go ahead and cut more than what you measured, okay? And then cut off your excess. Now, I'm going to fold this. I'm going to fold one side in first, and then I'm going to put the other side of the placket on top of it, just by forming a triangular shape down there. Okay, so you can see I'm folding one side in, and then the other side I'm going to fold it on top of the other side. Just look at what I'm doing and please follow along. So when I'm done, I have like a triangular shape down there. You can see what I have. Please make sure to use your pins and hold this together. What I'm going to do is to go ahead and stitch. I'm going to stitch it and hold this together. So what I'm doing now is to mark from the points on which I'll start sewing. I'm going to sew this all the way around from that point down to that triangular point down there. So I'm just trying to hold the both flaps together with this stitch, okay? I'm trying to lock them in with this stitch. Then I'm going to sew all the way to the other side. So now you can see what I have. The remaining part that is still open, you can use a press button to hold it together. I'm going to be using a normal button. Like I'm going to be making buttonhole and fixing my button on this open side, okay? So you want to make sure to please iron this very well when you are done. Now that I'm done with the front, what I'm going to do next is to go ahead and join the back to the front by the shoulder. That's what we're going to do next. So join your fronts to the back by the shoulder. Then when we are done, we are going to now measure our round neckline so that we can cut out our collar, okay? Also, I went ahead to also join by the sides. So just join by the sides with like 1/2 inch. There is no shaping for this because it's a Bubu gown, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is to measure around my neckline or what I have so that I can use this to cut out my collar. And what I have round is 18 inches, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my collar. Now you want to rule a starting line, both horizontal and vertical starting line, okay? Now on this down line or the horizontal line, I'm going to divide my neck round into two. My neck round, what I got was 18 inches divided by 2, 9. I'm going to head to mark 9 down there. The next thing I'm going to do is to measure how wide I want my collar band to be. I want it to be just 1 inch wide. So I'm just marking 1 inch from that down line upwards. Then I'm going to just rule a straight line to connect these dots. And now the next thing I'm going to do is from the center front of my collar band, I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to like make a curve downwards. So you can see this is going to form the shape at that center front area of the collar band. Okay. So you can still leave yours straight or you can make a curve just like I did mine. Now from the center front area, I just went up by 0.25 inches. Okay. Now what I did is to take the middle point of my collar band. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark the middle point. Then from this middle point, I'm going to make a slanted line upwards to that 0.25 inches at the center front area. Now, what this does is to help this collar band to really relax around your neckline. Our neckline round is not straight, it's curved. So that's why we are making this slanted curve at this area. Okay. So it helps the collar bands to relax around your neckline. All right. So I'm just shading the parts we are going to be cutting off. The next I'm going to be cutting out, I'm going to be drafting out is my collar. Now I'm going to leave a half an inch space and then mark out the space for my collar. My collar is going to be 2 inches wide. Okay, so I just went up by half an inch from that collar band area. It is just a space to cut out my collar. And then I marked 2 inches. I marked the first dot and I gave 2 inches gap and marked the second dot upwards. Okay, because my collar is going to be 2 inches wide. Hope you understand. And now the next thing I'm going to do is from the center front down there, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Then I'll make a slant outwards. Okay. So this is going to give your collar that slanted shape in front. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it for how to draft out your collar band and collar. And now I've gone ahead to cut out my collar band and collar on my material. I cut my collar on fold. You can see what it's looking like. Then your collar band you want to cut in 2 pieces. Okay. Now the next thing I did was to iron my pepper stay on this to make it more stable. Okay. Now, for one piece of the collar band, please go ahead and fold in that half an inch allowance when you are ironing it out. Okay, you're going to see why we did this. So, um, on just one piece, fold in that half an inch at the down part. Okay, now I'm going to mark the middle point of my collar so you can see I'm going ahead to like fold it and get the middle point. When I am done, I'm going to as well fold the the two pieces of the collar band and get the middle points. This way, I'm going to join them by this middle points and start sewing. Now you can see what we have. Now what I'm going to do next is to place these right sides facing each other, making sure that they all meet up that at that middle point area. Okay. So my collar is going to be in between these collar bands, right sides facing each other. Okay. Please make use of your pins to hold these pieces together. I'm going to be pinning these right at that middle point. And then from there, I'm going to pin all the way to the other points. Now, guys, I actually forgot to do something. Before you start pinning this, you want to make sure to stitch in the end part of your collar. So please turn it out like so, stitch it in and, close up the two ends, okay? Before you start pinning your collar band to your collar. So guys, you can see what it is looking like. It's already looking beautiful. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to continue pinning my collar band to my collar, and when I'm done, I'll just head on to my sewing machine and stitch these together. So I'm going to be stitching from that curved area all the way down to the other curved area. Please make sure to pin this well so that as you are stitching, you are getting the collar in between the collar band. Okay? Also make sure that you are stitching this with your half-inch allowance, not more than that half-inch allowance for stitching, okay? So guys, you can see I am done. The next thing I'm going to do is to trim out the excesses that I have and then go ahead and turn this right side out. Now guys, you can see what I have. Please go ahead and iron this very, very well when you are done. So I'm going ahead to iron this out, and you can see that there is one part of our band that is folded. So you would see the importance of these as we move on to sewing, to joining this to our neckline, okay? Now I'm going to be joining the open part first, not the folded part of the band. The open part of the band, I will join it to the right side of my neckline. So you can see I'm joining the open part of my band to the right side of my neckline, okay? I'll be joining this from one part of the collar band to the other part of the collar band, okay? So you want to, go ahead and pin this first before you start sewing. Now guys, the next thing you're going to do is to start top stitching that folded part of the collar band on the wrong side of the neckline. So you can see I'm top stitching the parts where I folded in my collar band by 1/2 inch on the wrong side of my neckline, okay? So when you are done with this, you are done with sewing your collar or your shirt collar, your placket with shirt collar, all right? So yeah, guys, you can see what we have. You can use this method to literally sew on any type of clothes that you want it to have a placket and a shirt collar. Okay, please, if you have any questions, please do drop it on the comment section and I will get to it. So what I'm doing right now is to just mark where my band is going to be. I'm marking from my shoulder to my waistline, and then I'm going to be dividing my waistline into 4 and mark from the center front to where my waistline is. Okay, then I'm going to be just fixing my band on those areas, and that's basically it for how to make this beautiful Bubu gown with belt inside, with placket and shirt collar. So guys, hope you learned something today. You can try out making something like this, especially if you're a beginner. You can try this out and let me know how it came out, or let me know how you did. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to be seeing more videos like this, please do subscribe to my channel. Please comment down below any questions that you have. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.